Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are you guys? Hope everyone's having a good day and a good night. Hope everyone's feeling good. How are you? Oh, okay. I can hear it. That's good. And everything's okay. I'm just waiting for my verification. Today we're playing the story. I can't wait. I'm truly excited. I finished all the things I had to finish in Sumeru, so I could finally start the story in Fontene. I hope I'm not too late. I'm truly excited to see what happens next, because sadly my reactions were not on film, but Jesus Christ, you play as one of so Aoife, if you play like Aoife, because mostly the story is made that you're trying to find your sister. You see in some instances that they really truly made that Aoife is the main character, but so you are a descendant while your sister is not, because she was recorded in Tibet, and she like exists in Tibet since the time of Kandria, since it still existed before the fall, and then she traveled when Danes lived after the fall, and Jesus Christ, a lot of things, and I was like, wow. And the first descendant that was ever known was the same goddess that fucked you up, also known as Celestia. Jesus Christ. And I'm like, what the hell? And then that Jester is, of course, from Kandria, and who knows how long alive. The Doctor is who knows how long alive too. He's been alive for so long. And then we have like the small story that the founder of the Abyss, which is 2M, it was like, Jesus Christ. It was such a sad story. I need to admit, it was a sad story with him and his kid. But again, I was like, holy shit, wow. So yeah, can't wait to see what happens here. I've seen a little bit of the memes, like the Phoenix Wright memes, where Aoife is in the court defending someone, and there's like some people drew him like saying the objection thing. So we'll see. I can't wait. I'm very excited for you guys to experience Fontene's story with me, and me to experience Fontene, because Jesus, it's so good. It looks very beautiful. I'm very impressed how they made it. I'm like, wow. And the swimming and the double levels, it's beautiful. And I want the water dragon daddy, because he's too bad both of them are gonna be 5 stars, because I would like both of them. But if I had to choose, I would rather choose the dragon Hydro Daddy, because I need a Hydro character besides Child and Mona. So yeah, and he's I mean, both of them are like, oh my god. I let them do anything with me, tie me up, break me, or me them. I don't choose. It's just and the cane and the hame. I saw some leaks. I saw some spoilers. Let's not lie. Sorry, disclaimer, spoilers. For those who don't know who has and what has not. I don't know how anyone walks around the internet without getting spoiled on something. Which weirdly is, I haven't spoiled anything with Baldur's Gate. I don't know nothing about Baldur's Gate's end. I don't know how big Baldur's Gate is. I know I'm in the Underdark, but and I haven't explored it all. I don't know when I will. said I didn't stream as much as I want, and this week I didn't make any single videos, and I'm sorry. Next week I'm gonna make short videos, and I have a lot of things on my plate. Next week I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, and I'm probably gonna upload the streams here on YouTube, so I still upload something on YouTube, and we'll see how it goes, because I've been on YouTube for a few months and it's always been some stalemate, and I know nothing comes overnight, but still, again, like, even now I'm playing alone and there's a very small chance that anyone's gonna join, and then I'm just talking to myself, but still I'm doing this for myself. But I would like to entertain, to talk with people. So I think maybe with Twitch I'll have maybe more luck in finding someone to at least talk with, and to find a little small community. I don't want nothing big. I mean, that would be a lie. Every VTuber, YouTuber, or anyone wants something big and grandiose, but it's not like I'm like, oh, if it's not big, it's not. No, slowly. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Why do I get panicked? I mean, okay, this is like good for newer players, but what older player does not have a C6 Bennett? I have a C6 Bennett. Should maybe make first the dailies? Nah. Fuck the dailies. Fuck the police coming straight. No. Let's go automatically. Just the story. Nothing else. Nothing else matters. Just the story. We need a story. So hot. I'm dying. It's too hot. It's almost 40 degrees. Well, it's not anymore, but the whole day it was around 40 degrees. It's too goddamn hot. All the water just evaporates from me. Before I go to sleep, I have to see to my plants. I have a chili plant on my balcony growing in a vase, so I need to see if it has a lot of water.
Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
Spying.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahida's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Yeah. Good memory, Paimon. I guess we may have stumbled upon this place at some point before.
So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahida's in charge, right?
Yeah.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahida won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Yes, but as long as we are around, it's hard to say that will happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next?
Of course, Paimon the Summoner.
Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Thank you, Paimon. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
She was super tired. Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next stop, Fontene.
Look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Of course.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual
to take you
client
to
of mine.
Fontene.
Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontene.
Huh? You serious?
Yes.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Of course. Why would we?
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Aww.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
We'll meet again. Don't know when.
Sounds good.
Don't know when.
All you need to do to get to Fontene is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
Yeah, of course, because I have a waypoint.
So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we finish a few more preparation. Journey should be spontaneous.
Wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet.
Of course.
Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Of course, the glutton. May I accompany you to Fontene?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
Aww.
Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
Aww, that's kind of sweet.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
She'll know from our dreams anyway.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Welcome, Fonteno. We are going to Fontene. To the land of the French. After settling matters in Sumeru, you approach the borders of Fontene. Oh my god. Oh, goodbye, Fontene. It is a pleasure to meet you. Oh, s'il vous plaît. Qu'est-ce que tu passé? Obelius. That's all the French I know. Oh my god. I didn't have to teleport. It did it on its own. So beautiful. And slowly but surely, the Sumeru music will fade away and turn into the French melodies of Fontene. Shit. Chat, you didn't see that. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Sponsored by Fanta, the Fontene version of Fanta.
This is order. Solidify.
There is no escape. Whirling snow.
Wait, really? I can't kill him? Weird. I can't kill the turtles. Why? Why won't you let me kill those motherfuckers? Because of them I cannot have plastic straws. I have to have paper. Disgusting paper straws. Let's just say I'm totally against those paper straws because they don't mean shit. But we saved on plastic. Then why the fuck, like in Starbucks, there's still plastic cups, plastic lids at McDonald's, everything plastic, but no, one straw and spoons are going to change a lot of things.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontane's port.
Yeah, it is.
Everything And there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard, and it's about what I imagined.
Seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do.
Don't worry, we will. Let's start by meeting the Hydro
Yeah, Mahita gave us lots of useful information.
And what's that?
Yeah, the 7 is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling, and also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. Whatever that means.
She's a brat. She's a spoiled brat who just
To learn
seeks
about a
entertainment.
nation's God, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Imagine a weird stranger with a flying
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him.
elf
Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
just join and start talking to you.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
I hope it's theater, not like Colosseum or
Excuse
something
me,
like that.
Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontene, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
That's not how the justice system works.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
Okay, that is for theater.
But it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontene Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
Okay, so they see trials as sort of opera.
Shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously?
Yeah, they should.
Not to question Fontane's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontene have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases.
Okay.
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Well, Chief Justice Neuvillette, you know, justice can be
As well as
blind.
the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Okay, that is never good. If it's a machine, it always can be tampered with. A judgment device created by the Archon.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Yeah, entertainment, of course.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait,
No.
didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Great.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Ah, she's a diva. Oh, great.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Yeah, me too.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Oh my god.
Hang on. This is still Fontene's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Nouvelette.
Nouvelette.
Come on.
Monsieur
Sure, there's a
Nouvelette.
lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you!
I like his name,
Now know that
Monsieur
we can find the
Nouvelette.
Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime.
Nothing costs us.
Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There is a girl over there.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter.
Yes.
She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe we better go check on her.
Yes. The famous pussycat. Waterfalls, no more sea. Pelure les verrons ronderont.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh?
Huh.
I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, nice voice.
We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
Ah.
It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
For fantastical race from.
No people call the waters around Fontene a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And
That is
though
true.
I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged.
Oh, too
We would
bad.
skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Oh,
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
dark and sinister oracle.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh,
Lynette and Lionel.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess,
Linny
I'd
and
say
Lynette.
you must be travelers from abroad.
No shit, Sherlock.
meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is a traveler. We just arrived in
Ah, same joke every goddamn time. Paimon is Paimon. Every time Paimon introduces herself and the traveler, she says, "Oh, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler."
We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
Like there's not like, "Oh, I'm Paimon, and he's the
see.
traveler."
It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks
Fluffy
at
cat
all.
ears, fluffy
I'm usually
cat
the only one she
ears.
ever talks to.
Fluffy cat ears. Oh, she's too adorable and cute.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Because I'm mute. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Paimon, because you always steal all my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what What did Lynette mean?
Do you like to eat too?
That the water is engulfing your memories, and that it won't be long before it engulfs you too.
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontene for some time now.
Ah, yeah,
Well, I
prophecy.
suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontene now.
Oh, good. What's happening
Where
in
to
Fontene?
begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
This motherfucker
And
knows
hello,
something.
Paimon.
This motherfucker knows something.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontene when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
To my trial.
Please, follow me.
I mean, I like his design. I truly do. But you see, I have nothing. I am a very poor man who has nothing to buy. No monies. No monies. At least I have your sister, since I can't have you. Fanboy. Oh my god.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh, mommy. Oof. Oh, I want the Hydro Archon too. I want to have all the Archons in the end of the game.
So...
I like the French music.
But how did you know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
She's a total diva. She's total fanatic of the arts and acting.
Two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
What turmoil? I've saved every
Here
single
is
country.
for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be reassured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Bitch.
I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes, but the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little, Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Technically, no. If I'm looking at the specter of the gods we've seen, Venti, okay, is, let's say, a little lackluster, but although he's quite funny and has a sad story, Morax, you're not even close to him. Baal, or also known as no, you're not even close to her. And Nahida, although she is a newer god, I think she's far more intelligent and far more crafty than you. So sadly, you more fall in the corner with Venti, like a niche kind of. Yeah, I enjoy you. You're funny, but
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Okay.
Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself. Yeah, she's up her ass.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
What the fuck? Why am I already on a trial?
Oh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
What the fuck? Why would I duel with you, bitch? I can bitch slap you. I think you're simply. I think Signora could kill you.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fighting gods, I've got a resume.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior.
Bitch, it seems you don't know shit about me. I fucking fought against Baal. I fought against a fake god who was very much strong, Scaramucci, who had the power of Baal. I fought a fucking dragon. I fought 2 times a ginormous ancient god squid shit thing, tentacle thingamadoo. I fought against the Fatui. I fought against the so many shits now. I fought against the Abyss. Bitch, you ain't near me. You don't know shit about me.
People nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontene, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious.
According to Fontene law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontene city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontene like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for it.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
When did you do that? When he patted you on the back. I don't know what the fuck he did and what the fuck did he prove with this, but...
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Yeah, of course they don't.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
You do realize that few gods, and I can count at least 3, could wipe you and Fontene from the face of the earth. Although Venti is not that, let's say, so-called strong by definition because he doesn't want to be, you do forget he can blow up a goddamn mountain, which we already saw he do. And we then have Morax, who was known as to being a ferocious killer, and we have Baal, who was also known to be as a ferocious killer and a warrior.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Jesus Christ. I don't know if I like her or not, but this is just too much for me. She needs a good ass whooping. But
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
thank you for bawling us out.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
She is really that... Yeah, confusing is a good way to putting it.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will
Aw.
actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontene, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontene?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontene, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
That I can see.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
I would truly like
My
to.
brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Okay.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontene. It says that every person in Fontene is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontene will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontene be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontene born with sin?
Maybe because they don't know what the
supposed to mean?
fuck is a trial and what the fuck is a performance.
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontene stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Maybe.
Others say that the people of Fontene never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
No, that's
But
nice.
here in Fontene, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be fault of the sinful Archon they have.
If even the people in Fontene don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
No,
That's
Paimon,
exactly
that's not
what the
good.
people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontene have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many
Great.
people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontene shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them.
Awesome.
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, that's
Paimon gets
interesting.
it. It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
If a prophecy is true, then there is no way to prevent a disaster.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
What if this is used to steal things, huh? These magic pockets. Huh, Lenny? Answer me that question, huh? If they put their money in and their money disappears, huh?
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story.
Oh, I
The
see.
story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Dude, this ain't the Little Mermaid, okay? We ain't gonna turn into sea foam.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
Yeah, this is very unrecognizable.
Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Well, that is
Thanks.
true.
Oh, please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Technically, that kind of point of view is much better. Rather be prepared for the worst outcome than not be prepared at all. Because you never know what can happen.
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment.
That's what
That use is
people
very
said
worrying
about
about the
Noah's
future
Ark.
all the time. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
That's okay. You don't have to give up. You don't have to look at it that way. Just remember that always be safe than sorry.
You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So,
Oof.
what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions.
No
Yes,
kidding.
but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
You're a very nice person.
To do before we leave?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontene. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Well, technically you don't have to ask me because technically I already done this shit. can I do in the waterfall? I mean, technically I already collected them, but...
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Wait, does that mean I can use... Party setup, where is it? Sorry, but... Yes.
Just what will we come across this time?
I don't know Ether, but I know this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Go!
Yes. But I didn't even see what his talents are or any. So, okay, this returns his HP that I saw. Hydro damage, okay. Hydro damage. I think only that I only need to build him like hydro damage. And Trevor's AP higher than 50%, the damage dealt by the will be increased. The Terran's maximum HP and the Terran also the fixed amount HP. So technically hydro damage and what? HP? Yes. HP. So if HP has been consumed by someone holding the Terran's skill and will deal bonus damage equal to 45% of the total HP the traveler has consumed in the skill. That's good. So technically, yeah, I need to build him HP. I know these artifacts are good, but therefore, is my HP? Nah, that ain't good. Okay, and what's his constellations? Picking up 7 drops will restore 2 energy to the traveler. Okay, mana speed rises, water bubbles will decrease. Okay, this is usual. An acquired that can absorb 10% of the traveler's max HP damage will be created and will absorb hydro damage within 20%. Oh, Jesus Christ. And travel picks up and they will restore HP. Oh my god. At least I have him. Kind of. Physical damage. No. Physical damage. Defense. Attack. Energy recharge. Attack. Crit hits. Maybe there's gonna be a better. Who knows?
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Good thing.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontene.
The court of Fontene.
So, we're going to the court of Fontene before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontane's largest city and try...
And everyone ignores.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Okay.
What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully. your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route. All right, let's go.
Jesus Christ. I'm already catching thieves. Technically I don't... Oh my god, it's a poodle. Fuck everything. Dog. Can I pet him? Can I pet him? Please, please. Woof, woof. Oh, yes. Good doggy. Woof, woof. Yes, you are. Oh my god. What was the other option? Alright, I shan't disturb your further. Woof, woof. Oh my god. This is too cute. So let's ride the elevator. The only thing that's bad about his E is that he's stationary. He cannot move. Yeah, bring me back my...
Let's go gather some samples.
Thank you. Bring me back my baby Tenari. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I love Tenari. Yeah, I don't think it's not noticeable. Yeah. Oh my god, this is the longest elevator ride ever.
One with the force. Keep up.
This is the spot where Lenny wanted us to wait.
There she is.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
I'm ready to stop her.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her?
Job is to block the path.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Let's find Lenny.
Go.
Keep up.
Kitty. Thank you. Nope, he ain't.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be alright. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
Something smells fishy.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief! Guess things turned out alright in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off!
Alright, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontene now.
This smells too fishy. Oh, I got a mail. What did I get? It's all Niguan's birthday. Oh, thank you, Niguan. My sweet, sweet Niguang. Of course she's flying. Like, oh my god, look, we're going here. I love Paimon, she's too cute.
Go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontene really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontene. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
Aww.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
He's cute.
Whatever.
Oh, he's too goddamn cute. Why is he cute? Why are you cute? Why are you cute?
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
I don't have money. If I did, maybe I put money into this Jesus Christ game. Oh, a familiar face. A familiar face joins us on the trip.
Huh?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aqua bus.
We didn't push anything.
News. What are you doing in Fontene? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Oh my
It's quite the coincidence.
Oh Jesus, this is too funny. Charlotte, and then he just waves, blank face, and does nothing.
We still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontene suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place.
Yeah, that is true.
So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Except from you coming here and causing a ruckus, no.
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Just so you know, just so it's known, this first thing, the scammer deceiving vulnerable girls into a relationship, that actually happened. I think it's called Tinder Prints or something like that. You can find it on Netflix. It's a quite interesting documentary.
Seems you know me pretty well.
Oh, if I leave it too long because we're traveling, it will just choose anything.
Are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
Interesting.
I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird. Oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of...
It looks like a face.
I've already gathered all kinds
Eyes,
of
nose,
I just can't
mouth,
wait for the truth to be revealed.
head, bow tie. I like her camera.
The serial disappearances of young women case. You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first
No shit,
missing
Paimon.
girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time,
Jesus
another
Christ.
girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
Well, this is
Many
serious.
suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Then there must be more than one criminal at work. Maybe there are.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Really, huh?
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
That is true.
I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny. Please don't. Leave me alone out of your imaginations. Oh my god, it's so hot. I'm so sweating. I'm sweating buckets.
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
Look, we're almost there. Oh my god, the music is good too. I love the music. And I like the scenery. I know that you even hear my chair squeaking. Which is always fun to hear from Mr. Chair. Yelling how there's too much on him. Poor Mr. Chair. It's like, chat, help me! Help me, chat!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little stories like this.
Yeah.
Us as well.
Yeah, us as
The ride
well.
went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay. Paimon hopes we can chat again
See
soon,
you.
Charlotte. See ya.
See you, Charlotte.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
I like her green here.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Oh, nice.
Sure. We wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Yeah, that is true. I get a little lost in the city of Fontene too. It's really big. Well, not really big, but let's say clustered a lot. It's not a bad thing, but yes, the fountain. Oh yes. Is that the fountain that I'm going to give sigils to? I finished something. I know that the only part of Fontene I didn't unlock is the sewers.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fontene, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Oh my god, he's cute too.
I see.
Why is
Everyone
Fontene
getting
full of
busier
cute
now
men?
that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fontene. He is a phenomenal diver.
I think they're all orphans.
Hello.
Oh my god, he's shy.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Again with the same goddamn
You
joke.
sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
And he sure seems to have a big family.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
My god, why are you so goddamn
What
cute?
is it, Fontene? Do you have something to tell me?
More like feminine. Ha 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 ha. The like a toy thing behind his back.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
I think maybe they're orphans and pickpocketing money. Oh, it's raining again, huh?
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontene's weather sure is weird.
Maybe that's
I'm
why
afraid
it's
that's
rising
just how
so
it is
much.
here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Does that have to do anything with anything?
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontene. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Will the Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontene?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
It is just a legend.
You might
after
be a
all.
more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry. It
Has a
might
nice
be because
bow,
we've
though.
never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Maybe.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Lenny.
Are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Aww.
Don't worry, we're on the case.
Oh my
Sorry
god.
for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh my god.
No need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Chet, you don't understand. I am simply weak for feminine looking boys who are like this, like a bit scaredy cats and timid.
Make an attractive and handy bookmark.
Oh my god.
Thanks again, you two.
Oh my god, and the voice. I love his voice. I love his voice. Oh my god. I love that soft voice of his. Jesus Christ, I'm in love. And I know he's on the second banner, which is goddamn Child and Zhongli, both characters I just don't want to accidentally get, but I want him so much. I want him so much. I want him so much. He's so goddamn cute. Justice for Fremine.
Hello?
I didn't find no sassy art for him.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Maybe both.
Oh, no,
Maybe all
we're
three.
just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Yeah.
So, is Linne actually loaded?
Who knows?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontene.
Hey!
Or maybe he's a good
Machine
pickpocket.
you used to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And
Yeah, that's
is a
how
kind of
greedy
crime.
corporate people think too.
Where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Ah, well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically,
Layman
everything
terms.
we usually use here
Dumb
in the city
it
is
down.
powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Jesus Christ, this is getting absurd.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontene.
So that's what its other function is? I had heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
So, you can find voice actors that can pronounce these French words so well and eloquent. Why don't you fucking find someone with a French accent and just make them characters? Why don't they put accents in their games? Like a little hint of accent.
Get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah. So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontene, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
Because two gods said
Besides
that it is.
indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
Ah, so it's made from abyss.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Sounds like a usual case of someone owning somebody else's money.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontene. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontene? You didn't want
You
to
sure
stay
seem
in
to have
Snezhnaya?
run into a lot of friends
Long
today.
story short, I've already been in Fontene for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. I'm forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's nothing I run into the traveling business. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friend? Listen to me, boy. If you want Chamora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense.
Yeah, technically kids.
You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm unsure this won't take long.
Yeah, yeah. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Yeah,
Of course it won't take long, cause it's child.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think?
Yep.
Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Huh?
Now's my chance!
He can still fight no matter if he has
that was
vision or not. Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontene, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
I think that probably...
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
I think probably the thing is, Child is not that much connected to Hydra. When you look at his personality, he's not like a person for judgment or justice or equality, let's say. Not equality, but like equal things, as in like a scale. He has his moral compass and his justice, but they do not hold to like the justice and judgment. It's most like for all the Hydra users. I think he's more to the chaos and fighting and warriorism that Electro has, and I think maybe this is what's going to happen to Child. He's gonna lose his Hydro vision because he no longer is connected to it, and maybe change to an Electro.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
That is true.
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself.
Maybe the whole
Recently, there seems to be some sort
thing
of
of
restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
and you're changing visions,
You
maybe.
losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
Yeah, maybe you're changing visions.
That is a possibility.
Do you have any ideas where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
Kirk.
One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
What if child
She never explained
changes?
that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves?
What if child as our character changes into something more different, like into some kind of abyssal mage or something like? What if that is it? That the child will be able to use his hydro element without having a vision? Because I'm goddamn positive that like all of the creatures that use elements don't actually have visions, like hydro heralds. The power assigned you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
Maybe she's dead, Paimon. How about that?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
What if his master is a descendant?
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point.
There's so many
but
things
there's
I can
nothing more I
theorize
can do.
now.
It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that.
We'll see.
Seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontene's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontene, before a criminal goes to court, they're
Interesting.
given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontene has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
Oh, that is true.
Do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontene probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
Or just for
Besides, none of the
fun.
champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontene.
Of course,
Apparently,
you
the one I'm meeting
fight
today,
maniac.
Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Florand.
When we met the Hydro Archon.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Maybe.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
I like Child as a character. I very like him.
Guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Yeah, that is true. Under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk around the court of Fontene and get arrested.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blur it out, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming.
Never though I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we will...
The whodunits here in Fontene are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel.
Yeah, of course.
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
Thank you, Paimon.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start.
Yeah, that is true.
Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranea, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
So we need to ride the Aquabus. I can just teleport. I can just teleport. Hippity hoppity, I am already here. Wait, is this the fountain I have to put my shit in? I think this is the one.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Lenny and Lynette were looking forward to it.
Ah, it is quite beautiful.
Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon. Please bless us with a bright and healthy child.
Ah.
I pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Okay, for the first time ever the sigils make sense, like throwing sigils to make a wish. Huh?
What's wrong?
Vacher. Did you just say something, Paimon?
Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Whose voice I just know?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontene converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Interesting.
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Something weird going on. I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
The voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey! You're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day!
Oh, she's so cute.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Tell me.
In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element.
Okay.
Others in my family have had similar experiences.
Okay.
Because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with it?
Just answer me. When do you...
When you're sad.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
In fact, Paimon cries a
You
lot.
should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontene converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
I'm not sure whether I buy it.
So, what did the voice
I've seen it seemed to be calling out someone's name.
If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little
Good,
before he
he
goes
should
on
be
stage.
nervous. Because the famed traveler is going to see him. Yes, it is the fountain. I can give the sigils too. I think I have some sigils. I don't know if I have enough, but I know I have some. I have enough. Offer. Very nice. Ooh, next one gives me 2 wishes, huh? Interesting, interesting. Let's see. Probably after these cutscenes I'm gonna end it, the stream.
Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, we promised.
Forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Aww. Such a cutie patootie.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Oh.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Such a nice guy.
Hey, Linny. Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Best get busy.
We'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
And I think I'm gonna end it here. Wait, can I sit here? Yes. And I'll end it here. It was nice hanging out with you guys and nice playing. I had a fun time, and see you tomorrow when I'll be playing Baldur's Gate. Bye.